it's time to face it. Get up, give up for weakness. Wake up, it's time to get up. Get up. And I am just a lost man in this. That's where I don't belong.
This PLE title exists. Also, if I had a nickel for every time WWE had an idea and crushed it in favor of something else in 2025, I would have 15 cents. Which isn't much, but it's happened 3 times in 3 months. WWE first chooses to replace New Orleans with Las Vegas for WrestleMania 42, dumping John Cena's heel run in the laziest way possible because of how bad it was, and now WWE chooses to place every premium live event on ESPN instead of the scheduled date in 2026. Also, WWE created Wrestlepalooza out of nowhere just 4 weeks before showtime for no reason other than boredom, ESPN, and countering AEW. Yes, that last part has more truth because of the convenient timing. I know that Indianapolis signed a deal with WWE to host the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam within a 7-year period, but when did the deal say that they can host 2 premium live events in 1 year? What's next, Las Vegas gets to host 5 PLEs every year? Wrestlers arriving in the arena require sponsors now. Wrestlepalooza! See how pathetic that sounds? Sorry, but I'm adding another 10 cents because I can never take a wrestling event seriously if it has the word Palooza in the title.
Best of the world.
Travis Scott thinks being part of WWE is amazing, and then he screws off without a trace just like The Rock did in that unresolved storyline. As a result of this pyro being shot, we must apologize to anyone who's expecting to use pyrotechnics in their entrance. We unfortunately blasted our budget. Also, WWE blasts a lot of pyrotechnics as a way of showing how much bigger their budget has gotten now that they have joined ESPN, but then a majority of wrestlers still don't get a good pyro show for their entrance. What a ripoff. Probably a bad mistake to show Triple H in the opening video package and then show him appear in the ring seconds later. Sorry Hunter, but you already welcomed us to Wrestlepalooza. Maybe WWE wanted to use Wrestle in the name of this last-second PLE, but couldn't use Kingdom, Dynasty, or Dream, so they had to settle for that old ECW pay-per-view name. Given how terrible this event goes, thank God they didn't modify December to Dismember as September to Remember. Oh wait, that's because that got taken too. Pat McAfee is ready to commentate for WWE again, for just the first 3 matches for some reason. I mean, we only got 5 matches on the card, you somehow can't handle 2 more? Triple H is overdoing it on promoting himself here. Pat McAfee can't seem to have a moment without Hunter making it all about himself. Watch Hunter do the same thing when John Cena is trying to have his moment during his retirement.
I don't go on the internet. Wait, it said you were fired and you're here tonight.
Michael Cole claims that he doesn't go on the internet, then proceeds to talk about bogus rumors made by the toxic attention-seeking fake fan cesspool known as the XWC. Yes, I don't call them IWC because when you're on X, you're a member of the XWC. To all watching this video, purify yourself by leaving that platform like I did. You'll learn to love wrestling the right way, not the toxic way. For the sake of my fans who suffer from epilepsy, I am not going to show any moving parts of Brock Lesnar's entrance. WWE has already killed many fans' chances of buying tickets to their shows. Now they're trying to kill off anyone watching the show at home. Those monsters! What a sight to see those little kids having the time of their lives with John Cena. Can we see the reactions once this match ends, please? John Cena tells Alicia Taylor to delay her ring introductions just so the fans can chant "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks," something they can easily do when the match begins.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Hearing Paul Heyman suddenly introduce Brock Lesnar was awesome. Well, we at least got one good thing out of this. Just a shame it was before the match began.
In about 2 minutes, this is going to be over.
Well, that was, that's a choice.
Until you face the beast.
The first 4 minutes of this 8-minute match is Brock Lesnar hitting a couple clotheslines and Irish whips into the corners.
In his career, and that was a direct shot.
Brock Lesnar must think the fans see through their temple above the ear.
Cena delivers.
Considering everyone kicks out of the attitude adjustment at least 4 times per match these days, John Cena is going to have to hit 20 more of them to bring Brock Lesnar down.
F5! Another F5! Third F5! Exciting matches of all time! Lesnar will deliver another F becoming a massacre! And Brock...
This was the last time John Cena faced Brock Lesnar one-on-one, and they actually did have some kick-ass matches in the past, but WWE decided to take a look at SummerSlam in 2014 and worsen it in ways that I never thought would be possible. For every second this match existed, it's 530 sins. I chose that amount because the runtime states 8 minutes 50 seconds. That equals up to 530 sins. So multiply 530 literally 530 times and we get this amount. Brock Lesnar is somehow allowed to do this. Neither Nick Aldis nor Adam Pearce think to fire Brock for attacking officials unprovoked. Seriously, we were doing just fine when he was gone for 2 years. We can live without him being here for another lifetime. This kid is crying because of the massacre Brock Lesnar delivered, then immediately forgot about the sadness upon seeing the cameras. We positive this kid wasn't a planted fan? John Cena ultimately regretting his retirement decisions much too late into the tour. Should've just said you wanted to fight great matches against great opponents for an entire year without getting involved with worthless heel storylines and waste the time matches like this one. Too late now. What's worse than WWE putting commercials in between matches on premium live events? Placing this annoying loop music for an additional 4 minutes, not including the other advertisements. As a result, the ad break lasts nearly 15 fucking minutes. What has happened to the business I loved? WWE giving LA Knight the referee's job at the last minute due to the lack of excitement for this tag team match, which includes the reunion of the Usos. If the Usos reuniting as a tag team doesn't give excitement to this match, you're doing it wrong with the build. Then again, this show had only 3 to 4 weeks notice of its entire existence. LA Knight performing Damage Control. And no, not the female stable, they're long gone. I would remove a sin for the Usos bringing back their theme song as a tag team, but then WWE chose to switch it over to Jey Uso's theme, leaving Jimmy to be shit out of luck. If you wanted to play Jey's theme, then at least let Jimmy enter the arena first to his own music. This doesn't feel like the Usos reuniting at all. How the fuck can you screw that up too? 5 more sins. Also, as a result of this, we got 8 minutes of entrances for one freaking tag team. It literally lasted almost as long as the previous match did from start to finish. We went through a 9-minute match, a lot of ads, these entrances, and now we're almost an entire hour into the show already. Honestly, if I were Bronson Reed, the first thing I would do when Jey Uso starts running at me is bend down and charge like a bull. With how long it's taken for the Usos to hit Bronson Reed, how is Bronson not backing up or countering? We're only 45 seconds into the match, he can't be that hurt already. You know, I get it when regular referees get distracted by an arguing wrestler while the partner sneaks a weapon from under the ring, but LA Knight is a wrestler himself who's seen and even done this sort of thing. How does he not figure Bronson Reed is trying to sneak a weapon while Braun Breaker randomly taunts him? He's not there anymore! LA Knight may show favoritism toward the good guys, but that was hilarious how he turns his back to allow Jimmy Uso to whack Bronson Reed with a chair. Funny stuff.
His left knee.
Heel wrestler pulls out a table, then pushes it back under the ring to piss off the audience cliche.
And so quick. And
the way Braun Breaker tripped on Jimmy Uso while trying to knock Jey Uso off the apron had me concerned on whether or not he went into this match drunk. LA, test this guy immediately. We truly are in the ESPN era because I count literally 40 logos in this one shot. Remember the days when the only logos we saw were on the turnbuckles? Now they're everywhere.
And now panel.
Jey Uso connecting a hip attack on the top and middle turnbuckle while missing Braun Breaker completely looked brutal. Braun suffered 0 damage, yet the results are in reverse. 50 fucking logos! 50 fucking sins. Maybe this explains why tickets cost more than a Tesla these days.
15,000 plus.
And he's likely talking about the logos, not the number of fans in attendance. Bronson Reed misses a crazy moonsault from the top rope, then rolls over multiple times because he's out of place. It's not like Jimmy Uso couldn't connect a splash from where Bronson was originally lying. He can make that distance. Oh, come on, even LA Knight knows Jey Uso wasn't trying to actually hit him with a chair. He was clearly aiming for Braun Breaker, who made sure LA got in the way. This match ends because of that unfortunate miscommunication.
We're gonna have to peel.
The broken table made sure to trap Jimmy Uso by comedically falling onto him while Jey Uso got pinned by Bronson Reed. This must have been a 3-on-2 handicap match. Plot twist.
The former women's champion, Io Sky.
You couldn't have just announced that immediately, instead of saying you had to wait and think about it? Given the situation of Naomi's pregnancy and the fact that Io Sky was literally going to challenge the WWE World Championship, who the hell else would have been facing Stephanie Vaquer tonight? More useless commercial breaks. Matter of fact, another 10 minutes of commercials, not including this 3-minute ad with the annoying loop music. It took WWE nearly half the event before they realized they forgot to introduce the Spanish commentators. You had all the time in the world for ad breaks, but not for introducing Spanish commentators, apparently.
245 days before Naomi cashed in.
Actually, that was the other title reign you're thinking of. Io Sky's 245-day title reign came from the WWE Championship on SmackDown, where she lost it to Bayley at WrestleMania. Io only had a 4-month reign with the world title.
So skilled.
Why is the cameraman even on the ring apron? As a result of the Irish whips, the camera bounces all over the place and made me dizzy. Aside from seeing literally 57 logos, I enjoy this drone shot of the action, ensuring the focus is on the match instead of the crowd. Could do with a little less logos though. I'd be fine with maybe 6-7 logos, I guess. Still, I'll remove a sin for the drone shot.
Flip, and Stephanie
Vaquer jumps in the air to prevent herself from falling, did not step on Io Sky whatsoever, and yet Io reacts as if she got hurt. The force is strong with this young Padawan.
You got billions of dollars in the building sitting ringside.
The only wrestling fans talking about the billions of dollars at the ringside area are those rightfully criticizing the price of the tickets.
leaping off the top.
Both Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer left it all on the line in this match and ended up wrestling perhaps the best match of Wrestlepalooza. Good God, I prefer to say Great Balls of Fire again. Anyways, a couple more sins off the counter for the amazing match we have so far.
The top rope. Oh, no.
Anytime someone counters the over the moonsault by sending Io Sky sailing across the ring, it's fun to watch and perfectly done. Women's wrestling has honestly been far more entertaining to watch this year. Wonder if that will help keep the Evolution show alive.
I would love to smooch with the devil.
What?
That's just what I was about to say, Michael. What is going on with Wade Barrett tonight? And I thought Booker T simping for Stephanie Vaquer was weird enough. Stephanie Vaquer wins the WWE World Championship by means of an amazing corkscrew moonsault, picture perfect, removing another 10 sins for an amazing match, full of excellent back and forth action and an outstanding finish. Congratulations to the new champion. Here we go again, 1,000 sins. If there's anything I was not expecting to see in 2025, it was AJ Lee returning to WWE. An entire decade of absence and she's back at last. The atmosphere for this mixed tag team match has me questioning why it's not presented as the main event. Even before the show went on the air, the WWE Championship match between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre did not have that much interest. Ask anyone.
You may not know, he has a habit of leaving.
Seth Rollins informs AJ Lee of CM Punk's habit of leaving when things don't go his way. If anyone knows CM Punk, it would be his wife. Even Becky Lynch would tell Seth, honey, don't you think she already knows about that whole debacle? Hope you guys are not afraid of fights because these platforms have yet to be tested. Alright, good luck, set them up. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins are 3-0 when it comes to teaming together? Interesting. Hope that didn't just jinx her momentum like it did for practically every other time these stats appeared on screen for wrestlers with records. The music, the skip, the personality, AJ Lee has not lost a beat. It's like she never left WWE at all. You'll love to see it.
This is the most highly anticipated mixed tag.
Out of all the matches Pat McAfee decided to leave, it was perhaps the most anticipated match on the card. Still don't know why he chose to call only 3 matches out of 5.
Men battle men, women battle women.
Or we could just make this a tornado mixed tag match and everyone fights everyone since it's a battle of 2 married couples. Let everyone fight.
Rollins seems to always have CM Punk's number.
Literally too. CM Punk can show you the endless texts, missed calls, and video chat requests made by Seth Rollins over the course of the last decade. The plot twist is this entire feud exists because Punk always ignored Seth's calls. Also, both CM Punk and Seth Rollins look just as bored with this never-ending feud as I am. What are the odds I'm going to roll my eyes if Seth returns from his latest injury and continues the endless feud?
He seems to think she's gonna...
Skip! Tagging in AJ Lee is kinda pointless since Becky Lynch tagged herself in, thus by mixed tag rules, AJ Lee is automatically the legal wrestler in the match.
He links around the ring. Tag made.
The first 5 minutes of this 30-minute match is the Vision taking turns tagging in and out of the match without any sort of physicality. If we're doing this just to delay AJ Lee wrestling, you're setting a bad example here. She is back, now let her wrestle. This show is already pathetic, you could at least make an attempt to boost here.
And now CM Punk with a suicide dive.
Seth Rollins decided to jump across the announce table on his own accord once he realized it meant hitting the Spanish commentators.
Oh, and a kick.
The referee seriously didn't hear that? Becky Lynch kicked CM Punk so hard it could be heard from the top of the arena, yet she didn't hear that? Since when has AJ Lee ever been afraid of putting her hands on male wrestlers? We know how crazy she is from years past.
That's Rollins and CM Punk.
Someone should probably tell these guys, when we said put on a slow-paced match, we didn't mean literally slow yourselves down. 45 seconds of suplex attempts. AJ Lee's boy, why did I pick now to return to WWE? I am so bored over here, might as well disappear for a few months after this face. Honey, will you hurry up and drop me on Punk already? If he moves out of the way when I fall, you're sleeping on the couch for a whole month. Well, good luck on the couch, Seth.
AJ.
Copyright infringement. Seth Rollins wasting all the time in the world, skipping like AJ Lee and not doing the one thing he said he would do for nearly 2 years, which is destroy CM Punk at all costs. Why is it that someone says they'll do something, then spend all the time in the world not doing that?
AJ Lee in the ring.
Delivering one of the most awkward series of punches I've ever seen. Is her arm stuck in that position, thus she can never punch the normal way? AJ Lee is going to town on that turnbuckle. Those are some nasty shots. We might have to change the rating of the show.
And look at AJ go.
An unfortunate result of leaving WWE during the Awkward Divas era. AJ Lee slapping Becky Lynch like it's a cat fight instead of a wrestling match. A lot of things have changed since you left, AJ. Slowest windmill of slaps I have ever seen. I really hope AJ isn't gassed out already, and I also hope WWE didn't just throw her in the ring without preparation. This is me getting legitimately concerned here. Good lord, this is so awkward. Seth Rollins was ready to suplex AJ Lee into oblivion, turned around, saw CM Punk, then readjusted himself to help his opponents do something to him. Instead of, I don't know, throwing AJ into Punk so we can take advantage of the situation. Makes for a nice moment, but the referee willingly allows the illegal participants to be in the ring all because a submission is taking place. Might as well claim this match as a tornado tag.
Oh, this is uncalled for.
This is uncalled for, but AJ Lee slapping the hell out of Seth Rollins is perfectly fine.
Lee may be over.
Seth Rollins pinning CM Punk is pointless since they're not the legal competitors. You don't mean to tell me the match would be over if Punk didn't kick out, right? If you're going to attack Becky Lynch, put her in a submission, or connect to go to sleep, then freaking do it already!
Rolls Punk over.
What the hell is even happening anymore?
Rollins. Cover.
Throwing in another 30 sins because Seth Rollins is somehow allowed to pin CM Punk despite the women being the legal wrestlers of this mixed tag match. And even worse, the referee counts for Becky and AJ without anyone tagging. Not even trying to hide the lack of fucks to give. This is not how to do things.
At least that I got this. She wants. AJ Lee, take it.
Well, that just happened.
Are you ready?
To not attend WrestleMania due to tickets costing literally $30,000? Yes, I am ready to save my money for the right reasons. I want to attend WrestleMania, but WWE has made it virtually impossible. Wrong way to maximize on the profits in a pro wrestling company. WWE having to pull damage control due to the terrible event Wrestlepalooza has become. So they bring in The Undertaker to hang out at ringside for a while in the hopes that this will do something for the better. Even ESPN is bored out of their minds.
Now here I am at Wrestlepalooza.
And I am wishing that I never broke character as The Undertaker even after retirement so that I wouldn't have to appear at this ridiculous show. Don't get me wrong, I am happy for Stephanie McMahon on her WWE Hall of Fame induction, but why did it have to be done in an impromptu segment of a premium live event? Hell, The Undertaker's induction was announced on fucking Twitter. And also, did WWE forget about Dave Bautista, who was literally supposed to be inducted in 2020 before COVID happened? Drew McIntyre is booked to lose a world title match on a premium live event cliche. It got so bad and common that it's now a cliche on the WWE sins. Perhaps the reason Drew McIntyre loses this WWE Championship match is because he touched the championship title before the match ever began. Gosh darn it, Drew.
First title defense since winning back.
Which was almost 2 months ago. Shows how infrequent title matches are these days. Hell, 2025 has the record for most premium live events in a single year, while also setting the record for most part-time title defenses of all time.
What went wrong between Cody and Drew?
I'm asking a far more important question, which is what went wrong with Drew McIntyre's momentum as a top star in the WWE? I've got about 49 questions here.
Panic elbow delivered by the American.
Getting kicked in the leg apparently causes your opponent to bend their upper body forward as if they got kicked in the gut.
This Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes be like, should I sell a concussion for the sake of the story? Nah, let's just ignore what I did.
Oh no, not to the steps. Not.
The referee continuously yelling at Drew McIntyre to not hit the Alabama Slam onto the steel stairs, instead of maybe climbing out of the ring to get in the way. If you really gave a shit about Cody Rhodes' well-being, you would have left the ring and got in the way.
The Cody cutter, and he was slammed down.
Michael Cole declares that Cody Rhodes got slammed down by Drew McIntyre, who never once countered the Cody cutter. Here's what a $5,000 view of the action looks like.
To the Claymore to put Cody Rhodes.
Stop counting for the Claymore kick! Drew McIntyre spends all the time complaining, but never once realizes how many times he got countered due to alerting his opponents of incoming Claymore kicks.
Claymore kick that connects.
Getting kicked in the face like that apparently causes you to rotate your body and fall the other way.
Crossroads. Cody retains.
So this genuinely terrible match was put as the main event over Brock Lesnar's return, as well as AJ Lee's return, hell, over the Women's World title match, for a simple Crossroads victory, and that's it. Wrestlepalooza was the pure definition of letdown, and ESPN themselves can officially confirm that. I don't normally do this, but double the sins counter. Whatever number we see, double it.